All right. So websites. We're doing a lot of talking about the importance of websites, and that's a campaign that you've pushed for a long time. Just making sure that in your funnel that people can come to your website, give you their information and their emails and all of that stuff. So when it comes to making sure that a website actually is attractive and that will convert. To me, it seems it goes beyond just the design and it looking aesthetically pleasing. So, what principles would you say need to be in place for somebody to come to your website and say, "Oh, you know what? I want to get behind this person, or I want to sign up for whatever this person is offering."
Principles.
Principles. What elements are necessary? What are
within the first 7 to 10 seconds, they need to know exactly what your website's about. So that means that's above the fold. Above the fold means that if I go to a website, I don't have to scroll down any. So it should be front and center. Like your first headline, they should be able to tell exactly what it's about.
Okay.
So that is well as having captured, like you don't want somebody, the mindset shouldn't be that somebody just sees my website and I hope that they take an action. Like you need to lead them to the actions you want them to take.
That's good.
So if you have a homepage, like if you go on our homepage and you look above the fold.
Yeah.
So let's take a look. I know the first thing in there is it usually says no nonsense music marketing. It says no nonsense music promotion and marketing services. So that's somebody can instantly tell what that's about. And then there's a button that says start promoting now, get heard by the right audience today. Now, that's directly below that headline for those who just listening on podcasts or whatever, so you can visualize it. And so that's without scrolling down at all. Then still above the fold is what we do. And then there's 3 buttons. There's promotion, management, coaching. And somebody can click one of those buttons. It's leading somebody through what you want them to do. Like what are the things that are going to help them the most if they have no idea who you are?
Yeah.
So it should definitely do that. Something that we don't do we do it on the homepage. I was going to talk about opt-in forms. So an opt-in form is just, for those that don't know, whenever people who aren't on your email list yet, you want to give them an offer for them to join your email list.
Okay.
And that offer does not need to be, sign up now to my email list. Nobody cares about that. It needs to be something that they care about that you're about to offer them. We don't have it embedded in the homepage, but we do have pop-ups or like sticky bars or things like that. We've used both Hello Bar, which we can link to in the show notes, and then another one we use is Opt-in Monster.
Okay.
So those do cost. I think there's a free version for some of them. But once you're getting to a certain stage, it just makes sense. Like I was saying in another episode, that if you know your cost per lead and you know your cost per acquisition or cost per conversion, then you know that you can pay a little bit more upfront to get these tools like Opt-in Monster. Like you can pay for that because it'll get you that much more leads that it makes sense. So we do pop-ups on some pages. I don't know if we do pop-ups on the homepage, but there's pop-ups on different blog articles that will, entice people to sign up for an email list or something like that.
Yeah.
So those are principles for your website. Just holding somebody's hand through the process of what you want them to do. Don't just hope that they take a certain action.
Yeah.
You need to lead them through the actions that you want them to take.
Yeah, absolutely. And I also think for artists, and particularly, it's important to make your brand crystal clear in terms of
that's that 7 to 10 seconds.
Yeah. And even if there's a way, just in storytelling and allowing the person that's visiting the site to have some type of experience, it doesn't have to be complex or whatever, but to have some type of experience that makes them in that 7 to 10 seconds say, wow, like this is somebody that I can either relate with, or I understand their story, or understand what they're trying to communicate, and that type of thing. And I think with what we do here, you know, you offer website services and website design and things like that. So is there anything that you would say in regards to branding that we could help with, or that you would recommend to people? Because I was struggling for a long time to get my story and my brand into words, and even into manifesting itself into a, you know, clear representation on my website. Is there anything that you would recommend for artists to be able to get help with that, or do we even offer anything like that, just in terms
of their branding on the website? Yeah, so the branding is a part of the website for us. Like if they don't have a logo, we come up with that logo for them.
Okay.
If they don't have merch, and that's one of the services they want for the website and management service, we come up with different merch designs. Awesome. Your merch is a part of your brand.
Okay.
So let's say you have merch that ties in with your brand, that an image of the merch can be included on your homepage above the fold. Like if it's that tied into the brand, you can include that above the fold, and then that will tie it in. Yeah. So, now in terms of coming up with those words, condensing a story, it's really condensing your story to, you know, 10 words, which is there like a set of rules I can give somebody? I mean, it's tough to just say like to give you three tips to come up with your 10 words.
Yeah.
As long as you know it needs to be within 7 to 10 seconds, it'll give you an idea of the content you need to come up with.
Yeah.
I know that, well, for us. So one hint I'll give you, the no nonsense part. Why do we have the no nonsense? Is because people are weary a little bit in the music promotion and marketing space, and marketers in general, that, you know, somebody's going to try to scam them or something like that. So with us, we already know that up front. We know the concerns people have. So the no nonsense, it's a true statement, because you know, we're not trying to put out a bad product at all. We're just trying to give people straight knowledge on music promotion. But that also lets them know the stance we have on it.
Okay.
It's not just, hey, come give us some money. It's more so, here's our stance on this issue.
Yeah. Good stuff.